You guys, I gotta figure out, it's not letting me turn that again, and why I don't know. How is everybody? I'm just getting on to my... Okay. Hi guys. Okay. My camera, I had it I had it turned to my landscaping and it isn't working. So I don't know what the deal is. It said to rotate again. I don't know. Anyway, I came on because I am going to be participating in a 24-hour Craft-athon March 30th. And it's different crafters from all over the world that she's getting, and each one is given a time slot that they're on. And you have 1 hour, and then it goes to the next person, and this goes for 24 hours. So I'm really excited about that, and that will be March 30th that I'm on at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So California time, Arizona, Northern California. And then I think like I'm 3 hours behind New York and, I don't know where else. But anyway, so I was excited about that. And I'm going to be altering something, obviously not this because it's already been done and I've done quite a while ago. But this I made out of a vinegar bottle. This was just one of your red wine vinegar bottles. And I altered it. So I'm going to be altering something with mixed media. Yes, I came on early. And I came on early because, well, two things. Sometimes I don't see the people that I would normally see because they're usually... or either not up at night late when I go on or whatever. But trying to get the bugs out too, guys, because as you can see, we are in the portrait mode right now. Got to figure that out, why I can't do that landscaping again. But nevertheless, whatever happens, I mean, I'll get that going. Oh, hi, Mon Margie. How are you? So I'm going to say hi to everybody. Creative Lori, Gloria, Addicted to Nail Art. What's your name, hun? Oh, Oreo Time, don't tell me. Wait, you told me your name. Oh, I can't remember. Oh, shoot. Lita. Is it Lita? Hi. Helen, no. Jane, hi, Jane, how are you? Hey, Carol, Joyce, Dal. Hi, Jenny. Hi, Carol. Thanks for coming on, guys. I'm on landscape mode there because I have it up on portrait. Not that I want it there. And I don't want to turn it because I'm afraid it'll lock and then it'll maybe put me into buffering or whatever. But I'm going to have to do it live because that's the only way I'm going to know. You know what I'm saying? So, dang it. So, anyway, I wanted to show you. So, I think I'm going to be using either this, not positive, but I think I'm going to be using this to alter. And it's a terracotta pot, but it's different. As you can see, it doesn't have the ledge or the lip on it. And I think I'm going to be using some of the Tim Holtz collage paper. And then I'm going to be using different mediums as well on this, you know, to do different things like pastes and different, well, just different mediums. And then I will embellish it. But let me show you if I can. I had it here. Okay. This was Everly. Okay, this one I did with Everly when she was just, oh, it's fading. she was tiny. I mean, she was only like, oh, I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 months old. And you can see where I printed out little sayings, and then this little plastic piece that says precious, and then I just put some silk ribbon, and then I added some of these pearl, and I did a video on this, so I have a video showing how to exactly do it, but I put these pearls from the wedding section of Hobby Lobby, and then on the back another saying with some more tulle and pearls, and then up here, see, there's the opening of the vinegar bottle, and this is just a oh, you know, where you at Hobby Lobby for your drawers, a drawer pull. And so then I just put that on there. So now what I'm going to do for this, oh good, I'm so happy I did. Thank you, Lita. So here's Everly today. So I thought since I did this one, I'm going to go ahead and alter something different with this. And right away when I printed out this picture in black and white, when I saw this Tim Holtz collage paper, it's going to go so good. So I have already my ideas how I'm going to do this, and I think it's going to turn out really cute. So you have her when she was littler, not that she's that old now, but yeah, so I think that's what I'm going to be doing. Hi Joyce. Hi Dell. Okay, and then I have a haul, and I did a video on it, so I'm not going to show you everything, but since I'm here showing you this, I thought I'd go ahead and show you what I got and kind of tell you what I think I'm going to do with it. Okay, I am going to, and like I said before, if you followed me, yellow is not my color, okay? I don't decorate with yellow. The last time I decorated with yellow was when my kids were little tiny, my oldest ones, and I did their bedroom yellow, and that lasted for about a year, and that got painted. But I am completely taken with this lemon theme this year. And I know that we've had lemon theme before, aka the lemon plates that I cannot find at Dollar Tree. I can only hope that they come back with them this year. So, and I mean, worst case scenario, if they do come back with them and I can't find them at any of the 3 Dollar Trees that I go to, I'll try to order them online. Okay, with that being said, I got some of these Meyer lemons, okay, and they were $4.99, and that was pretty good, I mean, for all of these. And I'm going to do something with these, a DIY to put in the house. And this is going to be for spring, by the way. Okay, and then, let me see, I had to get a Rubbermaid container for my stuff to put into, because I'm getting ready to take down my Valentine's and put up my spring. And then I got 4 of these at Hobby Lobby, and those are going to go in my kitchen. And I'm not reading real quick, guys, I'm sorry. I found a full lemon topiary when I was thrifting. Love the lemons. I know. Oh, Monica, it's evening over there. So probably everyone over in Europe, I'm wondering, how late is it over there, Janny and Monica? What time is it? And like I said, I got a few other things, but I did do a video, and I'm going to be putting that up today. So you'll see everything that I got. And then I got this, and I'm still sticking with that black and white, you guys. I thought that was going to end after Halloween. Nope, that's been with me all through Christmas and Thanksgiving and everything else. So I will be using this in my spring as well. $21.45, so it's, like 9. I'm bad at military time. 9:40 p.m. Okay. 8:40. Okay. I know you made your own lemon tree, and that was, I remember seeing that, and you did a great job. Wow, you were lucky, Del. So I got this, and this will go in somewhere. And then I got this material, because I'm going to be doing a DIY with this material that I'm showing you. And this green, but the one that I absolutely loved, and I saw this, this is fairly new from Hobby Lobby. It's not real old fabric, but I got this lemon fabric. This is beautiful. And I don't know if it's showing as vibrant as what it really is on camera. I think it's pretty good, though. It's showing you pretty well. So I'm going to be doing things with this, making a couple things, and I'm also, I think what I'm going to do, because I'm going to follow through with my family room and kitchen, because you know how you can see the two, they're joined. I'm going to, I think, make pillow covers for my 3 pillows on my couch with this. And then, because the pillows I have are really big that are on my couch. So I think that's what I'm going to do, but I'm going to wait until this is on sale. And I think it's on sale this week, actually. So I'll get what I need for those pillows. So that is what I brought up to show you. Yes, they're lemons. And I did get a garland from Michael's. I'll show you that on the video when I put it up today. I got the one garland, and those things went like nuts. They were all sold out, and there's 3 Michaels around here. All of them were sold out except for one. And I said, can you please hold it for me until this evening, and I'll come over after work. And so she said, okay. And then they had the little lemon trees on sale, and I'm talking little. And they were regularly $19, and they were on sale for $10. So I got one, because they are small, and you really could make one. And I think I'm going to make the other one. And yeah, it would be very easy to make, and it wouldn't cost you as much. So that's what my mind's doing right now. Oh, hi, Carter's Eat. Yes, are you in Tiffany's 24-hour craft-a-thon as well? By the way, guys, I don't know if I told you or not, but Tiffany Solorio is doing the 24-hour craft-a-thon. Well, actually, I don't know what she's going to name it yet, but she's hosting it. Yeah, that lemon look. It is kind of 50s retro. You're right. Oh, Tiffany, you're here. Yeah, I'm trying it. I tried to do the landscape and it locked on me. So now I'm doing the portrait scape. So I'm still trying to figure that stupid thing out. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. And before I came on, I deliberately went and on my, the systems where you change things. I made sure that it was unlocked so it would turn, but as soon as I tried, it said to turn it back to portrait. I don't know. That would be pretty for the runner, Gloria. And Tiffany, I just ate, as you were talking about it, because it is the truth. I do eat chips and salsa a lot, and I always make a batch of new salsa every week. And I just, before I came on, had salsa and chips. And I thought of you as I was eating it. No, the phone isn't turned landscape. When I did have it landscaped, it right away tells me it won't show anything to turn it back because it's locked. So I did start out landscape, but it wasn't letting me do anything, and so I had to turn it. But if I do have to leave it this way, you guys can still see, right? If I just aimed it like down a little bit more when I'm doing whatever I'm going to do for that craft-a-thon, you'd still be able to see it. I mean, I don't want it that way, but oh, you hadn't made the salsa, so you had a bagel? Hi, Emily. Oh, hi. The first time? Well, welcome. Oh, then that was a long time ago, huh, that I met you. Thank you, Emily. Yeah, you know, instead of making new pillows, I mean, first of all, where would I put them? I mean, when I'm not using them. I don't have all the room in the world, you know what I mean? I'm starting to look around going, okay, we're going to have to purge a little bit pretty soon because I just don't have all the room to keep this stuff. So that's why a lot of times, and I've said this before, I don't keep up or keep together things that I make. I'll deliberately not glue things together because I have nowhere to keep them, a lot of it, unless it's something I really, really want to, you know, keep. But the pillow covers are easy because you can just, you know, fold those up and put them in the linen closet. So when I want to do new pillows to make it go with whatever theme I'm going with, that's going to be no problem. It's just sewing it up, you know, 3 ways and then maybe putting Velcro or, well, actually, you wouldn't have to put anything if you wanted to turn them to where the opening was down, you know, on the couch. So that's not going to be, that's going to be really easy. And Tiffany, I was showing them this altered vinegar bottle that I did with my granddaughter on it. And so I'm going to be altering a terracotta pot for the Craft-a-thon. So I think I'll use this picture for your, what is it that you need again before the actual Craft-a-thon? Oh, and you guys, this is one of the roses that I made and the leaves out of the bread dough and the glue. Well, the piece of white bread and glue. This is the kind of roses, I don't know if it's blurring, but they make absolutely gorgeous. And you can make any size you want. And they look like porcelain when you're done with them. And this one, I didn't even put any color onto that. That is just the color of the bread dough. And then, obviously, I did put acrylic paint in making the leaves. Hi, Dana. Hi, Cynthia. Oh, yeah. Okay. I'll turn it. And here I used little, from the wedding section of Hobby Lobby. You know how they have the little picks where you go in the part where they have all the different kinds of flowers, the tiny ones? Well, that was in that area. This, it was in some of my scrapbook stash. And I just put a brown piece of cardstock behind it so you could see the precious better. And then just put the silk, or the satin, I'm sorry, ribbon. And then this is just lace that I framed her picture with, and then some pearls. And then adding the bread dough rose right there. And then what I altered this with, like I said, this was a red wine vinegar bottle. And I took gesso, white gesso first, and then I took Mod Podge, and then I took lace, white paper lace doilies, and I just patchworked them on, and then did the Mod Podge over it with the matte Mod Podge, and then printed out, and then with some ink just went around the edges. And since she was sleeping, I wanted to get something that would have to do with sleep. And then up here, you know, I put another little saying, and then the top is one of the drawer pulls from Hobby Lobby. And then I just added some of these pearls from the wedding section as well. And you know what you could do is, if you didn't want to put the gesso over it and just the lace, you could use clear gesso and put the paper doilies, and then you could put some of those fairy lights inside where it would shine through. But yeah, very inexpensive, extremely inexpensive. So that's why I keep a lot of my jars and bottles, because I do a lot of stuff with those. Because I'm trying to think of something that can be done, because you have an hour. So I want to have things prepped and ready to go when I'm doing it, so I can complete it before my hour is up, hopefully. Thank you. Thank you, Lita. Yeah, the roses are very, very easy. Like I said, I did a video on those a couple years ago now, and I think what I'm going to do, I got to come back here. I'm losing. I think what I'm going to do is do another video on those bread flowers, because those are so, you can use them for so much when you're doing mixed media, or even just to decorate a frame with. Be really pretty. If you're going to a wedding, you could make those, get a regular frame, paint it whatever color, put the color of the wedding colors onto the roses. Shh, Polly. Okay, now you're going to hear them in rare form, so I'm going to shut the door. Hold on. Now they act like they're dying. That's why I don't have to worry about anyone breaking in anymore. Because when they hear them, they think, dear God, what did we get into? Yeah, they'll be done in a minute. They'll be done in a minute. Really, I let them bark when I know someone's at the door and I know nobody's, I'm not expecting anyone. I deliberately let them bark. And for some of you that I talked to the other night on my live know that someone tried to break into my house. Very diligently tried to break into my house. Was determined to break into my house. Didn't, but very determined. Well, now whenever anyone comes to the door, I will let them go nuts. Only because if, you know, it's anyone that has any weird ideas, they're going to think twice, because they're going to know that we're going to be alerted to it. So forgive them, please, but... Yeah, it was. Yeah, I really do need, yeah, you're right, I do need cameras. The people next door have outside cameras. There they go again. I wonder if they're still at the door. But yeah, it was scary, and you just have to let them, well, that's what forensics told me when they came to dust the perimeter of the house. And at the time we didn't have dogs, and I asked her what would be the best thing to do, and she said get a dog. She said because more times than not that will deter them, because they don't want any, you know, they don't want to be noticed. And as you can hear, they they would be noticed with the way they get going. Oh, well, Polly, Polly is the little one, and she's the one that really gets going like she's just about to, you know, go under. Yeah, that one, the real high pitch. So one time I went over to my neighbor and I said, you know, I don't want you to think that they're, you know, getting hurt or anything. But that's just the way they bark. And then, of course, they get each other going. You know, when one barks and the other one gets going, and then they howl, and it's a wonderful time had by all. You have break-ins too, Jenny? Well, I guess it's everywhere, isn't it? You bought wireless cameras on Amazon? We did put in those security, you know, those lights that go on when you walk by, motion lights. We have those, but yeah. It might be someone, you know, a solicitor, so they're still hearing as they're going, because their hearing is just nuts. They can hear anything. Yeah, it is an alarm, Monica. It is like having an alarm. And you know what's funny is one time I had a guy had to fix the dryer. I can't tell you how scared he was of Polly. Now, Bella's not that big either. I mean, she's a mid-sized dog. Well, not even really mid, but Polly's a tiny little chihuahua, okay? I mean, she's 4 pounds. That guy almost jumped up onto the dryer, and this guy was big. And I couldn't help it. I started to laugh, and I said, "You've got to be kidding me." Really? And he goes, "Oh, I'm more scared of them than big dogs." It amazed me. And he goes, "Those little ankle biters," he goes, "I'm scared to death of them." I couldn't believe it. We'll just let them keep barking. They're downstairs. The phone rang just now. Yeah, I guess. They want to be a part of something, Mom Margie. I don't know what, but... Yeah, the phone rang. Oh, and that's the other thing I wanted to ask. I don't know if you're still here, Tiffany. On that live, or somebody that knows, can I put that on airplane mode and it... So I can't remember who I heard say that, but somebody said something about if you put it on, I think they said airplane mode, you won't get the calls in. Is that right? Am I right about that? The Craft-athon. It didn't work when you did try to put it on airplane mode? Yeah, I'm going to have to do more research on it, but I'll look into it. And then I have to make, you know, do you ever have things when you have to do the phone calling kind of stuff and make appointments? I hate doing that kind of stuff. And I've been putting it off all week, but I have to do it because I have to make an appointment to go see the orthopedic surgeon because I'm going to have to do that surgery on my knee. So I got to get that done, and then I have to make a dentist appointment, and then I have to make, and there's another appointment too. What was it that I have to do? Oh shoot, what was the other thing I had to do? I had to make another appointment. Oh well. And then I got my tax form from Google. First time I was worried about that because I knew that you should start getting your, you know, 199s and your W-2s, W-4s, whatever, for taxes. And, you know, in January is usually when I get things anyway. And this would be my first time getting it from Google, and I did get it day before yesterday. Did anyone else get their tax paper from Google that has a channel? Did you guys get yours yet? Hold on a minute, guys. Bella's saying she wants in. She always barks when she wants in the door. No barking. And I mean it. No barking in here. Lay down. Lay down. No barking. Lay down. We'll see how long this lasts. Yeah, I have to because I want to start exercising because I was all ready to start walking when my knee blew out again. And I can't. It just hurts too much. It's not as swollen as it was, but I can't, I just can't. It's not normal. I can tell. It's just, if I tried to exercise, it would do me in. And I've got to be able to do that. But I want to wait till after my granddaughter's having a big 16th birthday. It's almost like a quinceañera. I mean, my son is just doing, he got a venue and she's going to have a DJ and, a sit down dinner and everything. And I want to wait till after that. And I like to dance. Well, I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I am not one that can just sit while there's music being played. So even if I stand and they dance around me, I don't care because I'm going to be up there. So I want to wait until after her birthday party, and that is going to be on the 16th of February. And so if I did it right after that, then I'd be recouping at least about 3 weeks before the Craft-athon. Then I'm thinking, well, do I want to wait and just do it in the beginning of April? Because I still have to get the MRI again. I already had one of them last year, but I guess I'm going to a new doctor because I didn't like the doctor I was going to. So I'm probably going to have another MRI, which I wished I wouldn't have to, but okay, I'm going back to reading. What do you have underneath? What do you have underneath? Oh no, it's a, they know what it is because I had it before. Hi Maria, how are you, hon? I have a torn meniscus. It's torn all the way across. Hi Denise. Oh no, I hate surgeons. You better believe it, Gloria. But this doctor, oh my gosh, I got to tell you. I went to my because I have to have a referral first, right? So I went to this doctor last year, and he was, well, I don't know, he was probably 45, maybe young. I mean, he walked in, sat down, looked at me, and said, "Okay, there's 3 things we can do: nothing, surgery, or cortisone. It's up to you." And I thought, well, you're not going to work. I'm not going to have somebody working on my knee that I can't even stand hardly to look at. Oh man, that ticked me off. I thought, okay, you don't have to have a wonderful bedside manner, but don't come at somebody like that. I mean, first of all, he didn't know me. He didn't know my personality. He didn't know, maybe how scared I was or, whatever the case. But you don't come at somebody like that. And his front office was just as bad as he was. So I told my doctor when I went a couple days ago to get the referral, and she asked, well, why didn't you, stay with him? And I told her, and she goes, oh, yeah, I don't blame you. So I have a new one that I got to go see. So I got to make my appointment, like I said, with him. So I'm hoping he'll be okay. Oh, how do I get up and down stairs? Oh, it is a sight to behold, believe me. Oh my gosh, whenever I have to go anywhere that have stairs, I dread it because I look like an idiot. Plain and simple. Okay, picture it. All right. Okay, you're getting ready to go upstairs, right? Okay, so, all right, you're going up the stairs. So here are my feet. Okay, you know how normally you go on the stairs, you go 1, 2, 1, you know what I mean? This is me. Stair, same foot, same foot, same foot. You know what I mean? I'm just going, this is on the same, instead of going to the next step, the good knee has to go first, and then the second knee is on the same step. I look like Tim Conway in the Carol Burnett show where he walks real. you know, where he shovels. Well, that's how I go up the stairs. So it takes me forever to get upstairs. Yeah, it's ridiculous. And that's what I'm saying. I mean, I can't even climb stairs normally. And this has been going on since September. So I've got to get it taken care of, although I hate it. And like I said, I hate those stupid MRIs. And I mean, I do go in the open one, but I don't know what it is, you guys. I mean, although your head's out of it, you can still see down through it. I don't know how many people have had an MRI here, but I mean, I'm thankful that it's not all the way. But I will tell you this, I will take a Xanax before I go this time. That I will tell you. Oh, you're at work listening to me. Okay, good. Oh yeah, because see, I on my good knee now, I had a torn meniscus and I had surgery, and the doctor that did it, I absolutely adored. But my insurance, he's not on the plan. And I was so upset when I found out he wasn't, because I trusted him and he did a wonderful job. And like you said, I mean, it took me, I couldn't work for 6 weeks, but I mean, after that, it was like, just, you know, it was good again. Where now, I mean, I wake up in the middle of the night because it hurts because I can't get comfortable. And, you know, it's not going to go away because the tear's not going to go away. And I know that. And I've just been putting it off, but I just can't put it off much longer. You had that kind of doctor too, Gloria? Well, see, and that's the other thing, that's another reason why I waited, is because if I needed it again after getting it one time, what they do is they shave the where it's torn, because what's happening is the tear is touching the nerves. Every time you walk, it's almost like it swishes back and forth, but it's like a little mustache, if you will, and it just keeps hitting that nerve. Well, there's only so much that you can shave off before then you have nothing, you know, in between there. And then you're talking about a possible knee replacement. You know what I mean? And so I'm trying to avoid, and I'm waiting. And so, yeah, you don't probably want to hear all that. But, so that's the crux of the matter here. But yeah, I just need to start exercising again. Yeah, I can't, I could not stand that man. I mean, honestly, I could not. Oh, thank you, Denise. I appreciate that. Yeah, our Valentine home tour, boy, wasn't that great. Everyone did such a wonderful job. I just love looking at everyone's homes. I mean, they did such a good job. Bless all their hearts. I mean, they really, I just love all the people that join me in this. It's just great. I'm just going back to look, guys. And the weather here, I know some of you are just so doggone cold. And we did have rain last week, which was wonderful. And then it got up to almost 80 a couple days ago. And today I think we're in the low 70s. But we are getting rain again. Thank goodness. Yeah, so now what are you guys doing today? I know Mom Margie, she's at work. I know Tiffany's at home because I watched her live today. Well, I think she's home. Maybe you're going to your daughter's school now. Oh, you're welcome. I loved your home. I love purple. So I love the purple that you had. Oh, I know, Octavia. I mean, it's ridiculous how some of those doctors are. It's like, get over your sweet self. Well, yeah, you know, your knees, I mean, that's what holds you up, you know. I mean, and I do wear a brace, but I'll tell you, I started taking the brace off a little bit because I didn't want my knee getting so used to that brace constantly. So I take it off more now. No, in Ohio, yeah, I know it's very, very cold in certain parts and snowing and I did get most of my stuff done today, my housework. Tiffany, I did my laundry, my dishes, finished filming one other video that I'm going to be putting up. And then I'm going to start on my, I know what I was going to tell you guys. I said it in the video too that you'll see that I showed you everything I got from the haul. But I went and got more plastic molds, well, ordered them, I should say, from the confectionery house for Easter and spring. Oh my gosh. I got some of the cutest chocolate molds, you guys, that I'm going to use for plaster of Paris and air dry clay. They are going to be beautiful. So I should be getting those probably in a week, and I'll start filming videos, DIYs for spring and Easter. They're going to be beautiful. If you saw my chocolate bunnies last year, you guys, oh man, they have some really neat chocolate molds. Isn't it sad? I don't ever buy them with the intent of chocolate. I always buy them with thinking plaster of Paris and air dry clay. Hi, Tammy. Yeah, it's cold in Alabama. Oh, if you want to, the collab is, yeah, for Valentine's done. I'm doing a spring, unless you've already done your video and you just didn't get it in. I'm doing a spring/Easter home tour, but that will be in March because Easter's in April this year. I think it's in, when is Easter? April, I want to say April 20 something. I can't remember. I think it's that far into April, but I'll have to look on my calendar again to make sure. But the home tour will be in March sometime. It's -2 in England degrees. It was 20 this morning, Tammy. I know you are, Gloria. Gloria, you are doing really good on your, oh, by the way, Gloria, did you do, I just thought of this. Did you do your Valentine home tour? I didn't see it. Okay, Tiffany, we'll be over. Well, I guess so at 2 degrees. Or Celsius, whatever. $14 this morning, Dana. Wow. A -20 in Chicago? Holy moly. Oh my gosh. I can't even imagine, you guys. I can't even imagine something that cold. So what are you guys going to do today? What's everyone doing? Well, for some of you, because it's 1:17 here, so it's getting on to late afternoon, I'm sure, for some of you. Wow. 3:17 there, yeah. Snail tour. Oh, it's a snail tour. You had to put the heater on, Gloria, and that's in Florida. Wow. That's crazy. Oh, that sounds good. Potato soup. Oh, you're chilling in bed. Cool. I'm thinking about making cream of broccoli soup. I've never made it, though. I'll have to look on. I'm surmising you just cook the broccoli in some chicken stock and maybe some onion, and then just do a roux with flour and butter and milk. I'm surmising. Oh yeah, broccoli cheese. Yeah, I put cheese in it. But that's the way to make it, right? I think that's the way you'd make it, and then you just can add the cheese. Because I make a potato cheese soup. It's like a knockoff from, oh shoot, what is that? Oh, come on. Mimi's Cafe. I don't know how many of you have a Mimi's Cafe, but it is so good. Oh my Lord, it's good. And so I thought, you know what? I have some broccoli. I could make cream of broccoli cheese. Yeah, that'd be good. I think I'll do that. I love soup too. So a few of you are in Holland. Accountable Me, Deco Easy. Who else is in Holland? Firecracker shrimp? What's firecracker shrimp? Or bang bang. Well, what's that? I don't even know that one. Oh, bye, Dell. Thanks for stopping by. How often do I get earthquakes? Well, we're always getting earthquakes. We always have little ones, but we can't feel them. You know, tiny, I'm talking tiny, tiny, where the earth is always moving, but earthquakes to where, you know, you're feeling it. Not that often. Once in a while, we had, trying to think, when was our last one that we had? Gosh. Well, actually, I think it was a couple months ago. My son that lives in Arcadia, which is by North Hollywood and all in that area, he felt it and asked me if I felt it, and I didn't. So that's what I'm saying. There's certain parts of California, I mean, some people will really feel it where it's centered, and other people won't feel anything. You coat the shrimp with cornstarch and fry it, then make a sauce. Ooh, the sweet chili and sriracha. Oh, that does sound good. Yeah. Bye, Mystic Colors. Thanks for joining in on the collab. Bye, hun. No, I'm not in Arizona, although my son is really wanting to move there. But I think he'd be in Phoenix. If he goes, he'll live in Phoenix. Now, we almost moved to 3 different places when we were looking, when we were getting ready to move, and we ended up here where we are. But first it was Oregon, then it was Arizona, and then we looked in Austin, Texas. And in Arizona, we looked at Scottsdale and Prescott. And then in Oregon, well, we didn't really make it too far into Oregon, to be honest with you. But and then Texas, like I say, Georgetown in Austin. Yeah, that really sounds good. What sounds good is the spice that you put to it. I like making the wontons, you know, and I love the sauce, like the well, this it's a sweet chili sauce. It comes in that bottle with the yellow cap, and then you mix that and a little bit of ketchup, and what else do you add to it? Was that it? Anyway, I love the wontons because of the sauce, what you dip it in. Oh, Scottsdale's not far from you, Maria? Well, Scottsdale was beautiful. Oh, cool, Gloria. Did you go shopping again, Gloria? You are the haul queen, I'll tell you. Oh, thank you, Lisa. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. My girlfriends came over the other night for dinner, and they walked in because you know, obviously I have everything up still. So they go into the dining room, and one of my friends, she kept eyeing the one cupcake, and she wanted to take it, and I said, yeah, go ahead. She thought it was real. I've done that to my kids before too. I've told you guys, some of you. And my son, he gets so irritated because he never knows what's real and what's not. Okay, Leda, thanks for coming by. Okay, now you're in Las Vegas, Tiffany? You're in Vegas, that's right. What part of Vegas are you in? Are you in Henderson? Because my daughter-in-law's sister used to live in Henderson. Am I having a collab, Tammy, for spring? Easter? I'm having a spring, it's a spring/Easter, depending on how people decorate. I mean, uh, but yes, I am, and that'll be in March. Since I've been on YouTube, I've been doing home tours, and that is for Christmas, Easter, 4th of July and Valentine's Day. And I did do, I used to do St. Patrick's, you know, and when I say home tours, not everyone, and myself included, you know, decorates every room for every holiday, like St. Patrick's. I'm not going to decorate my whole house for St. Patrick's, but I have done, you know, like my dining room table and my family room and my kitchen and den, but I don't do my living room and all that. Well, my daughter passed away on, I can't believe it's going to be a year pretty soon, you guys. I can't. I was talking to a friend of mine last night, and I said, I can't believe it's going to be a year, but she died St. Patrick's Day. And so this year, I know I won't be doing anything, but before, yes, I did. I do them for all the different, you know, holidays like that. But I'll do a 4th of July and spring. And then after the 4th of July, I mean, we're right back into, we're almost into Halloween, fall. I mean, the older I get, I swear, I am not kidding. I am not kidding when I tell you how fast the months go. It's almost kind of scary, you know. I mean, if I was really young, it wouldn't bother me as much. But, you know, like I said, each time, you know, a month passes, I'm thinking, uh-oh, borrowed time. I'm living on borrowed time. That's what I feel like. Oh, thank you, Lisa. Thank you, Octavia. Thank you, Tammy. Yeah, Lisa, do you have a channel where you do things, honey, like decor and all that? Oh, I'm gonna have to go look. Well, that's what I'm saying, Del. I mean, you're right. We are almost into February. And, you know, like I was telling my friends the other night when they were here, I said, I'm already getting ready for spring. And they looked at me like I was nuts, right? Because it was still January. And I go, you guys, I mean, what I do, I have to get stuff done. I mean, you just can't wait, you know, and especially if you're doing DIYs that people want to learn or might want to do, you've got to have those done so they have time to do them, you know. And I already have a whole head full of stuff that I want to do for spring and Easter. So I've already, like I said, I've ordered some more of those molds, and I've got other things that I'm getting ready to do. So I'm already looking at my Valentine's stuff, and I'm getting ready to take it down. I'll be taking that down. I was going to wait until the 14th, but I think I'll probably take it down next week, to be honest with you. Oh, thanks, Lori. Oh, so you go camping and fishing. I was looking at your other videos when you guys went to Disneyland and all. That was so cute. Now, what's your collab Saturday, Lori? Oh, hi, Dee. How are you? Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'm hoping this year, this first initial, the first year is, well, who knows? I mean, I was going to say the first year is, hopefully it won't be harder next year than it is this year. And I have a friend that just lost her son in December. We're going to go meet Friday, have lunch, but and it's all very new to her, you know, and so she's asking me different things, and, you know, because, again, I'm almost a year into it, and everything that she's going through, I can relate so well to in the beginning when it was me, you know, and like I told her, I said, YouTube really was my saving grace, and that, I mean, other than God, of course, I mean, you know, I don't know, I mean, I without the Lord, I don't know what I would have done. I mean, to have him to go to, you know what I mean? And that's just my personal opinion. You know, I am a Christian. But as far as you know, anything else, YouTube is what really was my saving grace, because I could get my mind off of what was going on, and people would say, I can't believe how strong you are. Well, you're seeing me for, you know, maybe 20 minutes to an hour, depending on what I was doing. But I still had 23 other hours that you didn't see me, you know, and every day was different. There were days that, you know, I would just sit and do nothing but cry. There were days that I would sit and not even say a word. I would just stare. There were days that I was angry. There were days that, you know, I mean, every day, every hour in the beginning was different. And this is what I was telling my friend Lisa that lost her son. I said, you can't plan it and you can't apologize for it, and you just have to go through it. And what's sad is nobody can help you, you know, other than just knowing. And I will say, knowing that people are praying and knowing that people are there for you, that does help tremendously. Even if you don't reach out for that help, but if you know that they're there, and if you needed them, they would be there. Just the knowledge of that. I never did really, but I mean, you know, just knowing that is such a tremendous help. And so yeah, I mean, it's just, I'm hoping that this year will be the hardest. I mean, I know each year, you know, the missing never stops. I believe me, I get it. But the initial, it's always the initial. It's the first Christmas. It's the first, you know, when her birthday comes up in September. You know, St. Patrick's Day. All of these first, I'm dreading, but I just want to get through them. So then hopefully that sting won't be as sharp that you go through in the beginning of it. That's the only way I can say it. It's just it's icky. Oh, your Dollar Tree challenge. Oh, cool. Oh, good. So you filmed something. Good. That's good. Cannibal Me, what is your name? Unless you want to be called a Cannibal Me, and that's cool. Yeah, it's true, Dell. That's what I was telling Lisa. I said, you know, the initial pain that you feel like your heart is just ripping out of your chest, and it's a literal pain. I mean, it's a pain I can't describe, but it is a pain that I don't ever want to feel again initially. But it's that initial pain in your heart, and your stomach feels like it's just turning, you know, inside out, and you're walking around in a fog, and you don't really know what's going on, and you know, you're talking, but you're thinking, what did I just say? I hope I said it all right, because I mean, honestly, that is how I was. I mean, I was like a zombie walking around for a while. But yeah, it's, losing a child is entirely different than losing like my grandmother that I love dearly, or my dad, or, you know, it's an entirely different ballgame. Yeah, it's just out of the sync of things. You know what I mean? It's just not supposed to be. It's just not supposed to be. That's it. And it's funny, you know, like right now I can talk about it. I was telling my friend the other night, and I said, you know, I can talk about it sometimes, and then other times I wouldn't be able to talk about it. Or if I tried to talk about it, I would just start crying. Or I might be at work and a song or something will come on, and boom, that's it. It's over. You know, it's like, I never know. I never know. And that's why I hate planning, because my friends will say, hey, do you want to go here? You want to go there? And sometimes I go, you know what, guys, I don't know. I don't know if I do or not, because I don't know what I'm going to feel like that day, you know, and I don't like being a drag to people. I just hate it. I just don't like it. I'd rather be home and let them go have a good time. And although I know they wouldn't care, but it's just, you know, it's so hard to make plans sometimes because you don't know what kind of day you're going to be having. And again, and that's why I'm holding Polly because she wants to be held. See her? Look. Here, Polly, get down, honey. Get down for a minute. I'm going back to my... It just, yeah. Oh, I was going to say on YouTube, I could, I could get myself calmed down in the beginning, I'm speaking, but I could get myself calmed down enough to where I could go on, and just for that hour or whatever, it would leave my mind a little bit. And that was very therapeutic for me, extremely therapeutic. And then again, there might be people that would not be able to do that. There's no way somebody, and again, everybody is different. So you can't just put a blanket on it and think everyone's going to, have the same feelings or go through the same, whatever they call the 7 steps or whatever you go through. And you may go through it differently. You might have a lot of anger before you have a lot of disbelief, or you might be in denial before it just depends on the person. So when someone passes away, like my friend that lost his son, I called her and I said, there are no words I can tell you. There is nothing I can say to you except I'm here. That's all. That's all, because I can't even say to her, I know exactly what you're going through, because I don't know, because I never knew her relationship, her intimate relationship with her son. And because with each kid, your relationship, at least for me, they all have different personalities, and I have different relationships with all of them, and I'm friends with all of them, but I can't explain it. It just, I could just say to her, I'm there for you. And if you want to talk, and then of course, I would talk to her and she would ask me questions and I would answer them the best I could. But, yeah, it's something I don't wish on anybody. Yeah, the gorgeous little beast. She thinks she's a Doberman. Polly does. Really, truly. She's so little, but she is the alpha of both of them. What they remind me of, do you remember Pinky and the Brain? Anybody, the cartoon Pinky and the Brain? Well, if any of you do, Polly's the brain and Bella's Pinky. Bella is bigger, but Polly's the one that leads her around, and she's the one that calls the shots. She truly thinks, I think she's a Doberman Pinscher. And it just amazes me. Oh my gosh. Toby almost lost 2 sons in an accident. Oh my Lord. Oh, so thankful that it didn't happen, thank God. Oh, I'm so sorry. Your baby girl 20 years ago. It's the truth, Sometimes even now, there's times that I think, gosh, it seems forever, And then there's other times I can remember the first night that I got the call. It was just like yesterday. It's so bizarre the way your mind, how it works. It's just weird. Yeah, go ahead and call your dad, Lori. Yeah, Del, honestly, I'm not kidding. Polly is, she is a crack up. When Bella tries to get on the bed, God bless her, and Polly's there just, and I'm thinking, leave her alone and let her get on the bed. She's so crotchety. Napoleon's complex. Thanks, Gloria. Are you at work, Maria? I always want to sing from The Sound of Music about, what is that? Like Maria. Why do I always associate things with songs? Why? I always do this. I don't know why I do this, but I do. I always associate certain things with a song. He would have been 9 next week. Oh, I'm so sorry, Del. Yeah, there's a lot of hurting people out there, and you just, you don't know their lives. You don't know, and it's funny because when you're on YouTube, people think they really know you, because you're on uh, social media. And like I said, when Tanya first died, people, like I said, I don't know how you do it. You're so strong and all that. And they only know what they see, and everybody hurts. Everybody has things that they deal with. We're human. And sometimes when people make assumptions or they assume that they know you or what you're all about, you really got to think that these people, they have lives that they're living outside of it, and they're not going to come in and tell you all their baggage and all, the things that maybe hurt them, or, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you couldn't possibly. I mean, how would you go through that to tell someone you're exactly how you are? I mean, even your friends that know you, I mean, and they know you quite well. Am I making sense? I mean, there's things that, you just don't want to talk about because it hurts too much, or you just don't want to bug people, or you just don't want to think about. And but it's amazing sometimes how people will sometimes look down on you for certain things or make judgments about you, and they have no clue what they're talking about. Absolutely nothing. They're assuming, and sometimes it's very bad to assume. Very bad to assume. Yeah, and that's exactly what you do. You put your face on and you just, like when I'm at work. I mean, I could be a very good actress if I thought about it. I think I should have gone into the business. But, there's people, like they'll always say, you're so happy all the time. You're always so happy, And I'm thinking to myself, oh my Lord, if you only knew. If you only knew, and again, I'm speaking of maybe certain days or a certain season in my life. And I mean, yes, I am, by nature, I am a more positive person and a happy person for the most part. I mean, in other words, I don't walk around like a frump, a Debbie Downer. That's just not me. But I do try, well, and when you're working with the public, I mean, you have to. I mean, it's your job. You have to be, although there are some that I've worked with in my lifetime, and they don't last usually long, but you've got to just put all that behind you while you're at work and do your job. Yeah, I don't either. I don't got time for it, I mean, I got enough I'm dealing with my own life than to look and start judging you. I mean, you know what I mean? And just try to think the best of people, and if they show that they're not the best, well, come see, come saw, and you go on. Oh, bye, Jennifer. Go get the girls. Be careful. Drive safe. My grandmother used to say, when you forget something and you go back and, for whatever reason, my grandmother used to say, okay, you forgot something, count to 10 before you leave again. So do you know I do it to this day? When if I forget my coffee or whatever I'm taking with me at the time, I'll always stop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And Mark used to look at me like, what are you doing? I said, I'm counting to 10. So But I will tell you the times, many times, that I did get stopped for whatever reason and wasn't on the road when I would have been, I did miss quite a few accidents, and some of them were gnarly, bad accidents. So, you know, I do think that you have your angels around you that are watching, you know, and for whatever reason, when you stop or get stopped or whatever the case is from getting to your destination when you should have, there very possibly could be a reason that you were, and it could have been to save you from something bad. And you know what I used to have too is I used to have Oscar parties all the time, every year, always. I mean, when we went on strike, I don't know if you guys remember, you probably don't, but it was one of the longest strikes in history, was the grocery strike back in, God, I can't remember when it was now. Man, I can't remember. It's been a long time. But anyway, we were out for almost 6 months. And so all of us, you know, a lot of us got really close because you're, you know, in the strike together, and I don't know, you just build a camaraderie with each other even differently than you did when you were in the store. Now, when we were in the store, a lot of us were close, and we used to have, you know, birthday parties and, you know, do things together and all that. But the strike really brought us together. Well, we started having the Oscar party. So every year I would have it, and I would deck the house out, and I have a couple videos on it showing how I used to decorate for it. And for the last couple years, you know, and my friends would call and they'd say, hey, are you going to have your Oscar party? And I didn't, because it has just gotten so political. It just drives me nuts. It's like, where did Hollywood go? You know, I mean, if I want to listen to politics, I can, you know, go on the news or go on cable, and I can get my fill of it. But Hollywood, it used to be where it was something that could divert your attention onto something fun for a couple hours, 2 or 3 hours, and to see what they're dressed in, and you know what I mean, just the red carpet and all that. And it used to be so much fun. But now it's just so political that I thought, you know what, I'm not going to do it. So this year, I'm going to just go over to my son's house, and we're going to watch it, because he really used to like it. He used to come over all the time and be a part of it. Me, Lisa, what kind of work do I do? Well, I've done many different jobs, because I've been around forever. But right now, well, I worked in the grocery business for 18 years. And I was a lobby supervisor and checker. And I have my CNA license. Well, I had my CNA license. I mean, you have to renew it if you keep working in the hospital. But I had that. But now I work part-time at Hobby Lobby. And I helped open the store. It'll be 5 years in August. And so I work part-time because I'm semi-retired. And I work there just 2 days a week. I mean, real part-time. 2 days a week. Oh, that's okay, Alice. I don't know what the heck's wrong, why people don't get notified. Did you click the bell on my channel? That's the only thing I can think of. Oh, hi, Debbie. How are you? Oh, you'll be back. Okay, I missed you. I'm sorry. I'm just going back reading, guys. Oh, yeah, I know what you mean, accountable me. You know when they say, how are you feeling? And you go, oh, I'm good. You know what I say now? Like if I'm at work or whatever, or out, and someone says, so how you doing? I go, I'm breathing. If I'm not having a good day, one of my friends that I hadn't seen in quite some time, actually I hadn't seen her since Tanya's funeral. And it was just about a month ago, and she came up and she goes, how are you doing? I said, I'm breathing. I said, that's about it, I'm breathing. And that is how I answer, because I'm not going to say I'm good if I don't feel good. And so I just say I'm breathing. Linda, how are you, sweetie? How you doing, hon? Oh, I know, Dana. My boss, when I'm getting some stuff, he'll go, again. I go, you know what? Count yourself lucky. You're the luckiest man in the world right now. You have an employee that just gives you the check back. He always laughs. Hobby Lobby, though, is very strict. My daughter came in one day, and when I worked at the grocery store, we could go with them and, let them have the discount. Hobby Lobby is extremely strict, and you cannot, if it's not a child living in the home, you cannot buy and use your discount for anyone. And you can only use your discount, like one time a day, just like you can a coupon. So they're very strict in that regard. Because I used to give my kids my number, and if they went to the store, they would just use it, and they could, but you can't do that here. I've been on, an hour, and I haven't buffered yet. So let's just pray that I do not buffer that day. Because it doesn't seem like the Wi-Fi would work, would be more in use at nighttime when I do it, but that's when I buffer a lot. It would seem like the daytime where people are more on their computers and stuff. I don't know. I don't know the ins and outs of it. Polly, no, don't even think about it. I can tell she's starting to get revved up. Oh, I don't know when the sales, I only know when the Saturdays when I change the signs, because we do all the changing on Saturday nights. And that's when I know what's going to be on sale. I don't know ahead of time. Okay. Thank you, Mom Margie. I'm so happy you came on. I hope you're doing well, hon. Oh, good. So then because like I said, the time slot that I'm on is 3 o'clock that day. So hopefully that'll be good. Yeah, it's funny. I went to my sister-in-law's, we flew back there to Austin when we were thinking about moving. And she said, Davita, she goes, you've got to go to this store. You are going to, because she knows how I love to decorate and everything. And she said, you've got to look at this store. You're going to go crazy. Well, I had never heard of Hobby Lobby. Never even heard of it. I walked in. And I'm like, you got to be kidding. Now, keep in mind, we were on a plane, so I couldn't get a lot of stuff. I was going absolutely berserk in that store. And she just kept laughing. She goes, I knew that you were going to go crazy when you went in here. Oh my gosh. For the first time, when you have never been in there, it's like, you have got to be kidding me. So I went home and I thought, I told Lori, that's my sister-in-law, I said, Lori, I said, I am going to get a Hobby Lobby out in Southern California. She goes, Davida, I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it. And she goes, and you'll probably be the manager. I said, no, I won't. I don't ever want to be the manager of anything again. But I went home, and there were 2 Mervyns that were closing down. So I called Hobby Lobby, the corporate office, and I told them, I said, there are 2 stores in Southern California, and there were no Hobby Lobbies out here at the time. And I said, it would be perfect for your store, because I was back in Austin and I saw, you know, the size of your store. And these are for lease, and they're huge. And they said, well, thank you for telling us, you know, we'll look into it. Okay, and so I thought they were just blowing smoke. So a couple months went by, and I was still working at Albertsons at the time. And so I called again, told them the same thing, and I said, I hope you're really looking into it, because I would love to have, and I know there's many people here that would love to, you know, have a Hobby Lobby out here. About 8 months later, I was at the store and I was checking someone out, and a girl came in that lives down my street, and she said, I said, what are you doing down here? Because I lived at that time I worked quite a distance from my house, and she lived by me. So I said, what are you doing out here? She goes, oh, I just put in my application for a Hobby Lobby. I about dropped the groceries. I go, what? She said, yeah, there's a Hobby Lobby opening at the Mervyns down here by Laguna. And I go, what? I mean, honestly, I wish I could have seen my own face. I said, you've got to be kidding. So I went home, and the next day I called, and they told me that they were they were putting in a Hobby Lobby in the Mervyns in Foothill and in Lisa Miguel. Well, then I retired about, 6-7 months after that, and that's when they put the sign up that Hobby Lobby was going to be coming soon. So when Hobby Lobby, they started taking applications. They were the hotel, and they were taking applications. So I opened up the store I'm at. So we put in all the shelving. We put in all all the side panels that you see, all the end caps that you see, all the containers that hold the floral, in the floral department, those big, the aisles, they have the big bins and the big signs every week or every other week. There's nothing in that Mervyns. It was completely bare, nothing. They brought in all the shelving, everything. I literally helped open that store. So, and it'll be 5 years in August. Oh, I love Mom Margie. She's been following me from the very beginning, and she's always been so uplifting to me. Good old, hi Alice. Bless your heart. What, Dell? Work for a floor planner? No, I just, there was nothing, I think what you're asking, no, I'm talking about Hobby Lobby. There was nothing in the store. They brought in everything, all the shelves and, all the metal stuff that you see that everything hangs on, and the containers and the four-ways. Well, they call it the four-ways, like by the registers, and then the pit. What we call the pit is the middle of the store, where you find all the really cool stuff that comes in that isn't a normal piece that they keep. It always changes. It's when you walk in the store and you'll see in the middle of the store. That's called the pit. And we had to put up all that. Probably the hardest part was the framing, putting frames up, because they're heavy. Hi, Debbie, you back? Yeah, I hope you get a 99-cent store. I would love, you know what I'd love to have here is, and what's the other one again? Oh, shoot. What is the name of it? At home and, a lot of people go there. And now I can't even remember the first name of it. Oh, shoot. Name some of them. At home. Oh, dang. What is the name of that? And I always see people doing hauls. Oh, it's going to bug me now. Dang it. I can't think of it. Can't think of the name. Shoot. At home. I'd like a Cracker Barrel too. But there's another one. I want to say it starts with a J, but I don't think it starts with a J. At home. Shoot. I should start calling the corporate there, because there's a Kohl's that's empty down by my daughter's house. Not TJ Maxx. I have a TJ Maxx. Not Ross. It's big. Oh, shoot. You have a new Cracker Barrel? I mean, I know they're expensive, Lori, but they look so neat. And that isn't it, but I would like that too. As soon as you say it, I'll know. No, not the home store, not Five Below. It's another one. Dang it. But it's like the at home. And you can order online from it too. Oh, you know when you can't think of the name and it, not HomeSense. Oh, shoot. No, I don't know if they ever did know that, Maria. Well, I mean, I did tell the boss, the first guy that was there, that I had kept calling. Gosh, I keep thinking it starts with a J, but I don't think that's it. AJ Moore? AC Moore? Maybe. Hi, Alma. I love Bed Bath & Beyond. Kirkland's! Kirkland's, yes. Why did I say J? See? Kirkland's. Oh, thank you. Oh, that was going to drive me nuts. I knew if I saw it, Kirkland's. That's it. I wish we had a Kirkland's and an at-home out here. Hi, Lisa. How are you, sweetie? How are you doing? You have a Kirkland's by you, Lori? Lisa, I saw that you sold your house. Where are you going to move to? Is it expensive? Oh. Do they ever have coupons? Yeah, I'd probably get in trouble too if I went there. I don't go to TJ Maxx that much. I mean, I have. I just don't. I'll tell you what I like at Ross is they have some good frames, but Hobby Lobby has a lot of good frames. But I love their cups. They have some of the, oh my Lord, they have the nicest, I mean, they're the real shabby chic looking cups, you know, the real big ones. Like, well, some of them are like for tea, you know, that, you know what I'm talking about, the real pretty ones where you could make a candle in the middle of it. But they have, I have one that stands about this big, no joke. I mean, it's tall, beautiful. I did it on one of my, oh, I don't know what, those 10 questions or whatever it was last year. Really beautiful cups. Oh, the spin to win. Yeah, Kirkland's. The spin to win app. That's right. Hi, Zy. Am I saying it right? Zion. Zion. Hi, Jules. And you know what's funny is Joann's just was, they moved Joann's right next to us. So now it's Hobby Lobby, Joann's, and Michael's. And usually where there's a Hobby Lobby, you're going to find a Chick-fil-A as a rule. It'll be in the same area. And at least in Southern California, they have a lot of, they try to put a Michael's or a Joann's or whatever next to the Hobby Lobby. And I don't know the reasoning. I honestly, I don't. I mean, they are all different in their own ways. Hobby Lobby has a lot more furniture and home decor per se than Joann's and Michael's. Michael's has some stuff, but you know what I mean. Hobby Lobby has the actual furniture and chairs and you know, all of that, and lamps and things of that nature. A lot of candle holders and things. But yeah. And there we are. Joann's, Michael's, Hobby Lobby, Chick-fil-A. Hi, Annette. How are you? Welcome. Thank you. Glad to have you. Okay, Octavia. I hope I'm saying that right. You're in pain again? Oh, God love you. Well, bless your heart, honey. I'll pray for your pain. Oh my gosh, Debbie, you should see. I was telling the girls, well, you're probably not here, but you might see it on a repeat. I don't know. But anyway, got more chocolate molds coming for Easter. Oh my gosh. They are going to be adorable. I can't wait to get those. Hi, Jules Journal. How you doing? Okay, guys, give me the rundown real quick. I'm not going to keep you much longer, but bye, Lori. Bye, hun. Real quick, what are you making for dinner? Because I'm not sure what I'm going to have. And I like, I used to always ask at work, I'd ask the customers what they were having to get an idea, whatever sounded good. So I know Tiffany's making the shrimp. Bye, Lisa. Thanks for stopping by, hun. Cod and asparagus. Oh, I love asparagus. Okay. Thank you, Deb. Thank you. Potato soup. That does sound good. Now watch, I'm going to say, you know what I remind myself, if anybody watches I Love Lucy, You remember that one episode where they go to dinner and she wants to hear what everyone's having, so she keeps changing her order? That's what I'm going to be like right now. I'm going to think, oh, wait, that sounds pretty good. Grilled chicken salad. See, that sounds really good. Especially when you grill the chicken. To me, it has such a different flavor. When you grill the chicken on the barbecue and put it into the salad, oh my gosh. Ooh, that sounds good. Whatever hubby's bringing home. Sounds good to me. Pot roast. Oh, pot roast. You see what I mean? Oh, pot roast. That sounds good too. Oh my gosh. Dang, that all sounds good. Hi, Annette. Salad. Doesn't that sound good? Oh, grilled outside, huh? That really sounds good. I love grilled chicken. Barbecue chicken with twice baked potato, green beans, and garlic cheddar biscuits. Oh, where do you... Could I come over? I'll bring my fork and my plate. Won't make a sound. Home goods. Dee's still trying to think. It was Kirkland's, D. Shoot, chicken sounds good. You know what I want to get is I want to get that air fryer. You know that one on the, I keep saying I'm going to let you go and I keep talking, but I really will let you go after this. You know that one on the infomercial? You know that the air fryer where it has the shelves on it and you can use it as a dehydrator? Bye, Del. Okay, sweetie. Love you, Del. Bye. Oh, chili con carne. That sounds good too. You have an air fryer, Erin? Do you have the one I'm talking about? Where it has all of those shelves? Because, see, I love fried chicken, but fried chicken doesn't love my body. And if I could get the air fryer and make it, because I've watched YouTube and it crunches when they eat it, because I listen for the crunch, because I got to have the crunch. I do want to get that air fryer, you guys. And the other thing that looks good, my girlfriend has the Instapot, and she's always posting food from the Instapot, and it really looks good. She's made homemade yogurt. She's made a cheesecake that looks like wonderful. She made short ribs that were falling off the bone. And I'm thinking, she goes, you need to get one. She goes, they are phenomenal. So who has the Instapot and who has the air fryer? Real quick, I need to know. So Erin loves her air fryer. Okay, you have the regular one. You have an air fryer too, Tammy? You use it just for frozen food? So it just cooks it quick. He has to go drill for the National Guard. No, bless his heart. No, Polly, no barking. There's no one out there. No one's out there. See, she's the one that starts, and then Bella will follow. Yeah, the cheesecake. Jennifer, I'm telling you, that Instapot, I could not believe my eyes. I mean, and it was like that thick. It was nuts. And she just swears by it. Yeah, I could make a cheesecake. You know what, guys? I am going to get the air fryer. But they have a new one now. Because the old one had plastic, because I did a lot of research on them. And my kids gave me money because they knew I wanted to get an air fryer. And so they gave me money. And they said, just get the one you want. But the one that's I was going to get, and I didn't know there was another one, it has plastic. The inside of it is plastic. And I read reports where the plastic smells real bad when it heats up real high, you know? Well, now they have one, and it says on it that it has the metal inside. And I would rather have the metal, but it is more expensive. and I don't care about that. But I think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna order it. I'm gonna order it, and then I'll do a few videos on what I make on it. The one thing that I saw on there that really looked good is the blooming onion. You know, the one you get at the restaurant where it's really big and it opens up and you dip it in the, you know, that dip that they have. That really, can you tell it's getting later in the afternoon and I'm starting to think about dinner? You have the Instapot and the air fryer, Alma? You lucky duck. What a lucky duck. You love them both. My air fryer is the old one, but the food is crisp. What do you make in your Instapot, Alma? See, Tammy, I'm telling you, that blooming onion sounds good, doesn't it? Bye, Erin. Bye, sweetie. I'll see you. Yep, you know what, guys? I am going to get that air fryer and probably the Instapot, because the Instapot isn't very expensive right now. At Walmart, Instapot, I believe it was when I went there last week, it was $79 for the Instapot. I mean, there's some crock pots that are like 50, 60 bucks, you know? Oh, she did? She told me she was doing she shouted me out. I haven't seen it. What was it her? It wasn't her strawberries, was it? Because I saw that one, Jennifer. She's so sweet. I just love her. She is such a sweet person. No, I didn't see it. What was she making this time so I know which one to go look at, Jennifer? Thank you for telling me. Oh, Karen, you have a good night, sweetie. Man, I really should do that, you know what? And if I really find something that I like to make, then I'll go ahead and put it on a video. Oh, her Valentine's sugar cookie. No, I didn't see that one. I watched her her dipped strawberries today. I think she is so cute. She's so cute. You're having a pork roast? Oh man, those are good. Everything sounds so good right now, you guys. I just wish I could come over to your house and eat. All of you. Don't you wish sometimes you could just blink your eye and be somewhere? Or, you know, remember how Bewitched did? And you just blink and you're there? Man, I'd be blinking everywhere. I'd be at your house right now. Everyone that's getting something, I'd blink and I'd eat there. Blink, 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 and I'd be eating everywhere. Well, if you do get that big box of Valentine candy, keep the box itself, and then you can use it for faux candy. Oh, thank you, Jennifer. Yeah, no, she's truly, Dawn is my mentor when it comes to my faux food, or faux desserts, I should say. She truly is, because there was no one, and believe me, I looked on YouTube, that really did anything near what she does at all. And when I found her, I struck gold, because I'll tell you what, like I say, every time I asked, and I asked her a question today, boom, she was right there answering me. I mean, she's never one to not want to tell you, you know, I mean, always there to tell you what she did and how she did it. And Yeah, she's such a sweet person. I really, really like her. And for anyone that doesn't know who I'm talking about, she's got a channel called The Pink Tree. Check her out. She's unbelievable. Ooh, cornbread, pot of beans, and ham. You know, sometimes I really love, uh, uh, come on, split pea soup. When I was a kid, I hated it. Hated split pea soup. Now, I like it. And I have to be in the mood for it, but when I am in the mood for it, I love it. I really, really love it. Oh, coleslaw sounds really good. Now, I do make a good coleslaw, I'll tell you. Um, with homemade dressing, you know, the sweet. I make the sweet one. Actually, I will buy the coleslaw in the bag a lot of times before salad in the bag because I don't know about you, but the salad in the bag turns bad so fast. It makes me so mad. And where the coleslaw doesn't, it'll last. I know, doesn't it sound great? Man, I just love knowing what everybody's making. Isn't it cool kind of know, when you're, and then you'll think about it and you think, oh, they're having that tonight. I always like to know what people are eating. My one friend used to always laugh because in the morning we would talk, and I'm talking years ago when my kids were still at home. And I'd always ask her what she's making. And she goes, why do you always ask? And early in the morning. And I go, well, don't you have to know what you're making? I have to know what I'm going to be doing. I just can't wing it. Not when I had all my kids at home. I'd go grocery shopping and my one son, my youngest one, he'd always walk in and I just got done spending a slew of money on groceries, because groceries are so expensive. And he'd always go, you didn't buy anything. I used to look at him. Jeez. I go, well, I'm sorry that it didn't meet your approval. Corned beef and cabbage. I love cabbage. So you have that problem too, Jennifer. You know, I have a feeling it's the kind of plastic they use in the bag. Not to be something, how that salad can go bad so quick. I do buy the romaine and the iceberg and make my own a lot of times, but just for the convenience. But I very rarely now buy bagged lettuce. I mean, salad, I really do. I don't buy it much at all. I'll buy the coleslaw. Yeah, I'd be blinking everywhere. I'd be blinking so I could go to Holland to see my friends. I'd be going to Denmark to see my friends. I'd be going to Italy to see my friends. I'd be blinking everywhere. I'd be blinking to everybody's house that's on here right now to eat dinner. And they'd be thinking, oh, I wish she couldn't blink. She's back again. I could see the kids. Hey, that weird lady's back. She blinked in the house again to eat. I could see it blinking in. Hi, guys. What are we eating tonight? I did make homemade spaghetti. I made it for when my friends were over. And I do have that, but I just don't feel like eating that tonight. So much of this sounds good, yet I don't want to have to make it. You know what I mean? I do have stuff to make salad. Yeah, I'll probably have salad. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. But sometimes the date, oh, and the other thing I got to ask is, then I really will let you go, I promise. I promise. I'm just going to ask one more thing. In the States here, because I don't know in Europe how you get your milk or whatever, and it might be different the way they package it or whatever. Does anyone notice that the milk that you get in the half-gallon or the gallon containers, the plastic, does it get sour before the date, that it's going to expire? Does it get sour? Does anyone have that problem where their milk goes bad before even the date on the container? I need to know. Because I'm telling you, our milk goes sour before the date of what it is supposed to even, it's still supposed to be good and it's sour. And again, I think it's the plastic that they use, because I'll tell you why. For my coffee, I get half and half, and I get it in the purple container, okay? Not the plastic, but the one that's more like the, oh, you know what I mean. It's kind of, not cardboard, but you know what I'm saying. Do you know that stays fresh until I'm done with it? But the plastic, the actual plastic that you can see the milk through, I can't remember a time that when that milk started getting down towards, a little bit better than midway down, would be sour. Oh, roasted chicken. Hi, Country in the City. How are you, sweetie? Oh, you do remember reading something about that? Okay, wait. I remember reading something about milk doing that. Something about the light. Yes, I do believe that. And that would make sense because the light that goes through the plastic, exactly, and to buy it in a paper carton, because that's what my half and half comes in, is the paper carton, and it does not go bad. That makes sense, Deborah. It really does. Now, when you think about it, because the light wouldn't get through the paper container that my half and half is in like it does that plastic. There is some, I think you got something there. I think you found something, Sherlock. Tammy, you're peeling potatoes. I love mashed potatoes. It's snowing there. Atta girl. It's giving you time to craft. That's what I've heard about the water bottles too. Wow. Yep, there's something to that. I know there has to be, because it just is ridiculous how it gets sour. All right, I promised, and I have to live up to my promise that I got to go. Oh, I always hate leaving once I get on here. But I guess I have to. So I just wanted to come on, like I said, I just wanted to come on and show you, well, this I did many years ago, but kind of what I'm going to be doing for that Craft-athon that I'm in March 30th. So anyone that wants to watch, I'm at 3, my slot is 3 o'clock, and it's 24 hours, so you can watch people from all over Europe and the States and everywhere craft, and it's a 24-hour, literally 24 hours. Someone every hour new will come on and be doing some kind of a craft. So that's March 30th, guys. So, well, I hate to say goodbye. I really do. I love you all. Love you to pieces. You're wonderful. So happy I have you in my life. Truly. I mean, when I say that, believe me, I really mean it. More than you know. People will say to me, thank you, for showing this, and it was so much fun, and I did this, I did that, thank you, and all that. Well, I thank you, because you do a lot more than what you realize for me. Much more. So, with that, I am going to say, and you can say it with me, but I want you to believe me when I say it, because when I say it, I mean it. Remember, the world's a better place because you're in it. Don't ever, ever, ever forget that. Talk to you soon, guys. Bye.